easier day to talk about. I didn't have time to even put a title in because I'm on the road, and I didn't want to be looking down at the phone. Put a title in later, but today is Friday, 17th, which means Sunday is the 19th. The Sunday is when we start spiritual fitness. You know what, y'all? I didn't even know. I didn't even realize. I thought we had another week left. And I don't know if I gave the wrong date from the date that I said it. I said it's supposed to be 2 weeks until. I think I gave the wrong date, but I'm starting tomorrow. I mean, I'm starting Sunday, so I don't put it off no more. One, I'm hoping to get as many sisters to go with us as we can. One is as good as time as any, and right now it's a necessity. I mean, y'all really see everything that's going on right now. I learned today, but I didn't get to do a fact check on it. I learned today that they're going to be sending your utility bills, gas, electric, your phone, your water. They're sending those bills directly to the IRS, where they will be monitoring. And if your utility bills don't match your income, say you didn't report any income, but you got utility bills in your name, or you reporting a little bit of income, but yet you're paying for more than one cell phone. This is what they were saying in the thing, but I didn't fact check it. Somebody know if this is true or not, let me know. They're going to be sending it to the IRS. The IRS will monitor it, and we'll be doing these audits to find out where people's money's coming from. Oh, that president person will be shooting missiles into California tomorrow. Anybody heard about that? It's supposed to be in some celebration, but they said of course not. It's because of the No Kings Parade. Let's call it that. The No Kings Parade. Because of that, they're going to be shooting missiles into California. Not at the people, but it's supposed to be to scare them though. People to hear and see real missiles come in and blow up near some base or some shit. So from the water, that there are ships in the water that's going to be shooting, Navy ships, that's going to be shooting missiles into California tomorrow. This person is literally attacking his own country. They're telling other countries to make peace with each other. When you have military in his streets, something wrong with all this shit and all these people. I'm trying to think of so many things that's... in case y'all didn't see my little video, Fourth Amendment is gone. There's no more Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment is basically they need your home, not anymore. They're doing it in the name of the immigration shit, but we know it ain't got nothing to do with that. So the entire Fourth Amendment has been suspended, y'all. I just saw this other thing today where I know who this man is. I couldn't look into it. But talking about shooting nukes into the United States. They named New York, Boston, D.C. A lot of stuff on the East Coast would be the first thing that they would destroy. I mean, it's just me. But do y'all see all this shit going on? Oh, they advise black and brown people to come out tomorrow on a No Kings thing and be prepared to fight. So they trying to show more and more, like us in the news, like those children. See, nobody actually took the footage of those children in zip ties. That's why that other footage is out. It's not that it's not true. That was just the image of a child, you know, in Ziploc to display, in zip ties to display. They were slapping people's phones out of their hand. That was recording that day anyway. Took their phones. People see if they can get their phones back. The amount of our people in the news is growing across the United States. You heard about that? They keep finding our people in trees. I mean, but the orangutan, that's what they want. That's why they promote the hate so much. I personally believe they trying to do everything they can do to start Marshall. Give them a reason. Give them a reason to use all the concentration camps. And this is why, and I've been saying for years, but this is the reason right now, right here, it's happening right now, we're in it right now. All the shit that we talked about in the past that was going to come, it's right now, it's not coming. Time. That marked his impeachment. And it's not just about him, the whole plan. As far as I'm concerned, everybody's in on it. You would have him unaliving these brown people that are missing. I know they tore that down now, but the fact that that was able to even happen, that wasn't as important. Everything shut down right now. The government shut down because of healthcare. Okay, healthcare is important, but them unaliving, disappearing people, disappearing the homeless. What happened to the homeless in D.C.? Nobody knows. The homeless that was at that park. You have homeless people out there talking about it, how some of them just dipped out and they watched them take the people's stuff, put some of them on a bus. Nobody heard from them again. There's a homeless channel that I not only watch, but I support. Meaning I literally pay tithes to them a month. because I was homeless. It's close to my heart. And because I'm not out there doing what I want to do with the homeless. I mean, when I see homeless. But this man, his name is Just Nate. Just Nate. Look him up. With him, and then there's another homeless, like I think it's called Invisible People. They do interviews on people. And these people talk about, I mean, all over the place, how they don't know where the homeless is going. Like they're coming up, they'll take them in vans and shit like that, and you don't see them no more. Nobody's heard from them again. Anybody notice that they're making life really hard? They're making it hard to live, but then make it illegal to be homeless. Now is as good a time as any for us to get our shit together, because time is up. For all of you who know that you have a mission and not honoring it, your soul will pay for that. You focus on the wrong things, and shit is going down around us. And what is wrong with the black woman? This is our time. She got dick on the brain so much that she can't find herself. But then talking about how she's unhappy. Dick on the brain. That's beautiful. How she's unhappy. She won't take the moment that she needs, focus on herself and find herself. All this spiritual shit. But the spiritual people or spirited people are the craziest amongst us. Bitches snap, crackle, and sing. And that's because we're unequally yoked. That's because we that's because we half doing it. We're half doing it. You have all this knowledge. See, when I was in church, they spoke about the reprobate mind. That's the mind of confusion. I'm seeing that. Because what had happened was, what in the hell? In church, at least we had some kind of order. You know what I'm saying? Bible study on Wednesday, for those of us who went. You go to church on Sunday. After you fuck off on Saturday, go hang over with your hangover in church. But it was some kind of order. You had the Bible to follow. When we came over to spirituality, there was no books, no preacher, every man for himself, and it's chaos. No order. But everybody trying to find themselves. It was like we became spiritual. It was more of a reason, or what we used to fuck off. Because now we don't have to follow no 10 commandments. Thou shalt not. That. I mean, they was with the 42 laws of God for a minute, where the 10 commandments came from. But that stuck with the whole niggas, as they call them. And everybody all over the place. What happens to a nation when its mother is a thought? You can put that shit on the album cover. What happens to a nation when its mother is a thought? When its mother is a gold digger? When his mother just fucking goofy? When his mother don't care? When the mother, see the mother, a nation is only as strong as its womb man, because the nation comes from the womb. So whatever she is what the nation is. And as a whole, we're fucked. You should have stayed in church, because at least you felt guilty for being a freak. Now motherfuckers is freaking off in the name of spirituality. I am dying. I am Aphrodite. Shut the fuck up. You're a freak. It's what you are. And it's getting worse. And that's why the 20 and 30-year-olds don't know what they're doing. Step back and look out at the spiritual community. Everybody following everybody. And a lot of y'all get mad at me, but light language is bullshit. It might be something real out there, but this shit y'all be doing, see, you making that shit up on the spot. Like that's what the spiritual community come. It's the same thing as speaking in tongues. Evil Shire, the devil's a lie. Y'all tripping. That was awesome, cause I mean, come on, y'all, please. Get the fuck away from me with this shit anyway. It's bullshit. You making that shit up. Somebody, one of y'all sent me the interview with Rod Hayes, Flibberin, and the lady speaking light language that came on. Now let me tell you why it was bullshit. I forget who sent me that. I know I was corresponding with them and they asked me what I think. I was like, too much to text. What I wanted to say is go back and look again. Look at her when she began to speak like language. That's not the fuck. Listen. When you are invoked, you have no control. And if you don't know what the language say, you ain't speaking shit. You can't just make sounds and then say it's a language. If you're gonna make sounds, put a symbol to it, like make a language then. But you just can't randomly just start, just open your mouth, abba, 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 don't know nothing shit what that mean, and then just say that's language. Then tell me what it meant. Hold up. Tell me what that meant. Create a language then, and then speak. That's possible. With the Guardian's help, I did that. But you just can't open your mouth and make some sounds. Y'all just believe in anything. We're going down. That's bullshit. Back to that interview. Everybody told they can feel it in their spine and their feet and head and shit. No, you want to. That's why I say music, sound, chant, words is what controlled the people. Because that was absolute control. Especially when she saw that she had the control. The bitch wouldn't stop. I didn't even call her a bitch, kind of. But then, when Flipper, she was just going. Oh, my stardust. And then I started, he said, my stardust. And Flipper was like, hold on for a minute. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, go ahead. She finished. Oh, come on. I ain't got time for this shit. And then they're going to link her with this person. Why? That was bullshit. How are you going to stop somebody that's invoked? I've been invoked. They said my lips were blue, my eyes was rolled up in my head. Let somebody stop me in the middle of that and say, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Oh, no. What the fuck? You fucking lying. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop just latch on to yourself. From the first time I ever seen somebody speak light language, they had no motherfucking eyebrows and they were bald-headed, looking like powder. That motherfucker on TikTok. I almost believed that alien-looking motherfucker before I believed anybody else. And still knew that was bullshit. You're not invoked. And that's where light language is supposed to come from. Now it's just language coming out of everybody's soul. Can somebody tell me what the fuck y'all saying? You can't. Even when you speak tongues, it was said that if you spoke in tongues, you would know it because it would also be translated. This is the new speaking in tongues, light language. I'm sorry, y'all can get mad at me. I don't give a shit. We are out of time. Y'all bullshitting. I used to watch, and I turned some of y'all onto that channel, Evolutionary Energy Arts, EE Arts, or EEA. I don't fuck with them no more. Cause Cindy, she be like, so it's time that she's gonna go and talk to them. And I know it's bullshit because I talk to them, and it doesn't work like that. And she gonna go talk to them. So in the middle of the thing, okay, she gonna go. Now she gone. I see. Da da da, and then this is going to happen. And da da da. He be like, hold on, Cindy, for a minute. She be like, yeah, come on, leave me alone. I don't know how y'all don't see through that. Where's the discernment at? Like, because nobody's truly, and nobody's truly, we're not connected. Like, we're not, unless we're just chosen to be. Because if I wasn't chosen to be, my shit would be off too. Way the fuck off. But it's only because I'm ordained and I came from somewhere else to be a part of this shit. And people like me, like that, volunteers. Because mostly everybody else is bullshitting. It's half doing it. Because even right now, everything around you is fucking collapsing. In this country, and it's not, everybody talking about they're gonna leave the country. You're gonna get it abroad too. It's everywhere. Peru is a mess. South America is fucked up. You have your spots, but they come and they close it in. Everywhere, ain't nowhere to run. It's nowhere to run. You have to stand. See? Now we gotta stand for what's right. You gotta stand for what's in your heart. You have to stand for what you know that you came here to do. You have to stand for that. Or just fall for any goddamn thing. Everybody looking for, most people ain't even fucking spiritual. You got most people just looking for another gig. How can I use spirituality to make money? Or this shit people like right now. Let me start a TikTok and start talking about this one. That ain't what the fuck you came here for. But you still trying to figure out how you can make money because you gotta eat. But your broke ass ain't made money in none of those ways. Why the fuck don't you just do what you came here to do? And then you'll see the universe begin to trade you for your services. And pay you for your services. Put the energy out to get the energy back. But all this pseudo shit ain't working. All this pseudo shit. I'm telling you, when I was bullshitting, trying to work in a system, doing all this bullshit to get, well, I'm qualified in a lot of shit too. I can make a goddamn dollar. I'm gifted and skilled and shit. I can make some fucking money. Way more than now if I wanted to. If I went back in my trade right now, I'd make $40 an hour easy. I could drive any warehouse machine up to 40,000 ton. I drove trans stackers and shit, so, and then I'm just gifted. I'm gifted in a lot of shit. But the money came different. The money came with a freedom when I stopped chasing money and stood in purpose. You got 50 and 60-year-olds still chasing, and 70-year-olds still talking about they're going to get their spirituality together once they get this dollar. Bitch, you about to die. You about 15 years from that banana peel slipping your ass in that hole. And you still chasing a dollar. All that energy should be put in building your old ass up. Should be, I'm trying to put this tractor trailer doing. Should be put into teaching, healing this earth and teaching the young. They don't have anybody that got them. Because we all fucked up. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. But I don't feel like playing with y'all asses either. Y'all don't have to listen to me. You can go to fuck somewhere else. Because we are in trouble. Y'all want that old kind ass namaste shit. That ain't me. Not right now. Not while we at war. Not while we at war, but the soldiers won't armor up. The most powerful, I came in the image of the most powerful being on the planet. And we fucked up. Mary. I got to go inside for a minute. Why you looking at me like that? Hold on. I don't know what the hell I did with the keys. I'm just saying. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. At the same time, I'm scared for us. I'm scared for what's happening. Already, y'all, thousands of people. Already, the healthcare situation is affecting them. If these crackers don't get their shit together in another 2 weeks, people will not get their snaps next month. That's a whole lot of people about to get fucked up in y'all playing games. Because you can go make $1 here or there, but there's some of our people who really can't. And if they can, some of them just don't have the mind. They just, if my sister is in the hood, that's where the fuck I need to be. They fucked up. They need some love and some guidance. The Guardians told us to secure our perimeter and get out of the major cities. Y'all gonna see a whole other level of crime in 3 weeks. Hear what I said to you. In 3 weeks, if the government don't open back up and they take people food stamps, y'all gonna see chaos. It is not a game. Amidst the chaos, come here, baby. Come on. Y'all can stay and wait for me, or I'll see y'all next time. I gotta run in this store real quick. What's your leash? Come on, Papa, go ahead. Y'all still here. Come on. Go ahead. You want your snack? Here. I don't know. Everybody wants shit to be sugar coated, you know? That's because everybody damaged, like, really. That's what I'm noticing, like, everybody's... The car almost hit me. Maybe just coming head on like he wouldn't move. He had all that room over there. Everybody's damaged. Trauma. I promise y'all, if you do the focus in on the water programs, they will help you with your trauma. Like, everybody know I got a poop phobia. Like, I've had it my whole life, but I don't. It's like 95% gone. I didn't do no shadow work. I didn't write the shit in no book. None of that. I just listened to water programs. Because in the programs, there are frequencies to remove trauma. So without any effort, it just started not bothering me so much. I still prefer not, you know. I'm not going to just sit in the vicinity of shit. It's just not as bad as it was. And then when I don't, if I stay off the program for like 3 months or so, I feel like it come back a little bit. So just like with the plant, you got to keep it in your system. The trauma, this world is trauma. They call me drama. This world is trauma. It's real shit. This world is on a traumatic frequency. So you have to stay on the opposite frequency to remove the trauma in you, because if you don't, mostly everything, listen, 440 hertz is to keep you in your traumas. You know, the opposite, meaning in effect, it's the 432. But 432, it connects you to the universe, but it doesn't remove your trauma, though. That's real. This world, the frequency the world is on, so meaning, because what I mean with frequency, where is that? It's in everything. It's in everybody, y'all. It's in the people. If Biden kept hollering, all they wanted was 75% of the people to get that thing in their arm. Just 75% of the people. Well, they got what they wanted. They got it. They got 90. Because he knew if you can get 90, 75%, that 75% will, their vibration will affect everybody else. The whole world is on a traumatic ass frequency. And the news, the YouTube, everything. I can imagine what regular news look like. I haven't seen it in years. I don't have a television. I don't have a need for TV. But everything is trauma. Everything is bad news. Everything is something else coming. This is why, man, specifically African American women, this is why we have to unite under one cause. This is why we have to close our eyes to what they're doing and open our eyes to the remembrance of who we are. This is not just some good shit to say, but you have to put the work in. I'm trying to take as many people with me Sunday and after Sunday. If If you miss coming in Sunday, you can still come in. Join us with spiritual fitness. Get that discipline that you lost when you left church. Get the discipline. Do spiritual fitness 3 times a year with us. And every time we do it, let's gather more and more people. And I'm not just saying just black women. I'm saying us first. You know, we are the bottom. We are on the bottom of the totem, y'all. But we know we're more than that. We know we're better than that. We know how powerful we are. Y'all got to get off the traumatic frequencies. It's keeping you in a place. You got to get off of what happened yesterday and who did this to you yesterday. And it could have been some really bad things, but you're not even in that skin anymore. You're in a whole new body. You got to let that shit go and move forward. Or what's ahead of you is going to be worse than anything that happened behind you. And you could have fixed it. You could have been a part of the paradigm shift. But you're chasing men and chasing money and just chasing a good time. You care about your hair and nails did. Listen, some of our sisters are ignorant as fuck and just don't know. And my sister's in the hood, that's where I need to be. But what about the ones of us who know and still dyeing their hair pink? Still stripping their non-ether because it looked good, because they want to blend with what? It ain't shit to blend with down here. We have to create shit. We got to create a world inside of this world. Melanated womb man, you have the power to do it, but you got to get up off your ass. You got to get up out of your own mind. He got us fucked up. He got us fucked up, y'all. Listen, there's a lot of brothers out there in the spiritual community, conscious community, all that shit. Right now, with all that's going on, why ain't they doing shit? With all that shit they came and taught, why aren't they doing shit? Why aren't our brothers doing shit? I mean, at least you got them Hebrew Israelites that's running up and down the streets, like thousands of them, making themselves seen. But is that going to change things? Or are they just going to say it's a bunch of ninjas in the street? Everything that they taught, because when they taught in the conscious and spiritual community, they taught us who we were. They taught us about our power. That means they knew some shit. Why they not doing nothing? Because they can't. It's not their job. Their job was to come and bring the knowledge. They're very logical and analytical. We're intuitive. It's our job to feel all of that and become it. And then raise the nation again. The nation is only as strong as its womb man. It's your turn. It's your turn and you still run around with dick on the brain. It's your turn to take all that knowledge and birth it. Birth something. Birth gods and goddesses. You know, like they say, the proper order of a home. A man go out and he work, he come home and he put the chicken on the table and she make chicken noodle soup. He put the money on the table and she paid the bills and get the kids what they need, get him what he thinks he don't think about. Which means when a man brings something to a woman, she turns it into something better. Why aren't we, the black women, turning the knowledge that we've received into something better. The whole fucking world is looking at you. You are in the spotlight, and you decide to take it and twerk in it. You don't even care if your mama watching. And they got their babies. I know how people are really going out into the world and see a family, see the father sitting there half naked, the mother sitting there half naked, the kids half naked, the mother twerking, the kids following, the father watching and smiling like this is proud ass family. The fuck? We gone. Our people really think the shit is normal. The men can't help you anymore. Our sons have done a hell of a job. They can't take us any further. Anything else, they making shit up. That's why none of y'all turned into the God particle when y'all went to that thing. Because there's nothing else they could do. There's nothing else. They could keep teaching you the same shit. You have to birth spirituality. You got to birth the superpower. You got to put all the shit together within you because you got the God body and you have to birth it. They can't even raise higher because they plugging into dodos. Men don't even realize they can only, a nation is only strong as his womb man, is only as spiritual as his womb man too. Because they are fucking duds. You still following him, not recognizing the fact that you God. And you just being taken by the magic stick and it's all you care about. You're not even carrying it like a fucking God. You're just throwing it and slinging it. He needs to plug into you, goddammit. You supposed to, you ever looked into the tantric energy? You're supposed to take the energy and take that energy and put it back into him. You killing him. There's nothing else they can do. That's the order of things. They came. They can't do anything else. They can just keep regurgitating shit. They really thought when you paid that $250 ticket, the motherfuckers was going to turn into the God particle. No. They don't have the ability to do that. You got to do it. You have to make up your mind. We have to make up our minds. Let's start Sunday. Some of you got spiritual fitness and you look right at it. And I'm talking to sons, everybody need to be doing it. But womb man, show them who we can be. No. Show them who we are. Because we never had to become anything. All we ever had to do was be. But somewhere, this devil still got your minds. Still got you thinking you're the weakest, even though the whole world telling you you're not. Something's still not clicking. Because you won't take responsibility of the new news. You won't walk as God and talk as God and raise the nation as God. Won't do it. See, this is where you got your demons. This is where you have to make up your mind that you are going to change. You have to make up your mind. You have to be a mother. What's happening to our innate abilities, our motherhood? Just as women, I don't care what lifestyle you in, we need. And because of this, you have that nurturing ability. You look out into the world, you're becoming patriarchs. Your heart is becoming hard as patriarchs. All you care about is yourself. That's not the way of the woman. That's not the way of spirituality. That's not the way of the waters. It's not the way of the wind. That's probably what the fucking problem is. Go the fuck outside. And get away from that goddamn sheetrock. Or go inside, because outside is really inside and inside is really outside. Because nature is inside. When we're in these cars and these synthetic things, we are outside of the grid. That's why spiritual fitness is important. Because if you follow the regimen, you have to ground every day. I'm telling you, it changes things. It changes you. It changes your mind. If you commit to 30 minutes a day minimum of grounding, 30 minutes a day minimum of sun, you will see things change. Don't turn your phone, don't go on your phone first thing in the AM. Wait at least 3 hours. You will see things change in you. You have to shut his world out. You have to shut out the patriarchal world so that we can birth collectively, so that we can birth in solidarity, we can birth the new day, that we can bring in the paradigm shift. But we're hating on each other too much to do that. But we got to do it in unison. We got to do it in unison as our sons did in the conscious community. No matter how the fuck crazy half of them were, they did that shit together. It's why it grew like it grew. Even the ones that was enemies were brothers behind the scenes. They made it work. They got $10,000 a show and shit. I know, because that's how much they offered me. So I know they got more than that. And they boost each other. They picked each other up. They had each other on each other's shows. They shared knowledge. What about the sisters, though? You can't get two bitches in the same room without slapping the shit out of each other, or wanting to, or looking each other up and down. Who the fuck she thinks she is? Or just ugly. Somebody trying to be cuter than the other one. Then won't you take all that fake shit off and humble yourself? With all that fake shit on, you won't feel so cute. Why don't you go to fucking fall in love with yourself that humbles you? Without that fucking plastic on your eyes and your fingernails and your hair, you got plastic on your 7th chakra. For what? And I ain't even talking about the ones that's ignorant. I'm not talking about them. They need some fucking help. What they need is a fucking example. I'm talking about you who know better. I'm talking about you who listening to me. Because if you was them, that bitch would looked at this shit and been like, the fuck she talking about? And been gone. No, you listening because you know better. I'm talking to your ass. Because you are me. You are my reflection. And I'm yours. And we got shit to do. And we got to do it together. And we got to do it in love. And we got to let go. I mean, it's fucked up out here. I have so many sisters that's in van life now that contact me. I have enough land to house everybody. House all of them. But I don't because people crazy. That's a fucking shame. That's a shame. But that land is for the sisters. I just gotta figure out how to get her there without the trouble. Gotta get her mind clear first. Gotta get her mind clear first, y'all. We gotta get shit together. Because whatever the fuck you out there chasing, it's gonna be your demise if it ain't spirituality. You are responsible for this nation. You are responsible for this nation. And you are gonna pay if you don't take responsibility of that. You wasn't given a God body for nothing, for you to sling it the fuck around. For everybody to see the crack of your ass. Get your fat ass sit down some goddamn way and clean the fuck up. Okay, you got a fat ass. Half of them ain't clean. The fuck? Half of them full of dick juice. You ain't even dushed out yet. Who gives a fuck about your fat ass? I got a fat ass. Who gives a fuck about your titties? Yo, this shit ain't no joke. Think of what you thinking about. Think of what you care about. You're sitting around holding power. You're holding power and you just giving it away to the first dick that say he love you. And most of them ain't showing you that they love you at all. They just literally dicking you down in every other female that they can. Because you easy. That's why they do that. I'm a gay, would be considered dom. I don't want to title myself, none of that shit. But in your world would be considered a gay dom. And I get more respectable men than my straight sisters. Men come at me scared like. You know, some men just like tomboy girls. They just love tomboy girls. Men tiptoe the fuck to me. They don't come to me with no bullshit. They come, sis, I just want you to let you know, like, how I feel about you. I know that's your lifestyle. I don't care about that. I wonder if I can, I'll show you. Do you need anything? I help you with your bills? That's how men come at me. Y'all give them pussy first and then hope they give you something, and most of them don't. It's a good thing I'm not straight, because I'd probably hurt their feelings. Because I don't give a shit. And I ain't bullshitting y'all. I have men who watch me that approach me. Like, it's not a fucking game. I ain't one of them fucking gay girls who sneak the fuck around. Leave me the fuck alone. I am that I am. This is it. And you ain't getting shit. And if I did, you build me go build a house. Don't let me build better than you. Let me see you fucking sling a goddamn hammer. Go to fucking karate school or some shit and defend some shit. It's y'all fault. Y'all fucking men who just banging off on each other. Taking out another brother. Selling shit, killing grandmothers. Come on. This the women's fault. Because most of the men, you raised them. You'll say the father wasn't there. Right. So who produced this? You did. They watched you gold dig. So your daughters became gold diggers. Your sons learned how to deal with one. They watch you thought. And that's the kind of women they went after. You right, the father wasn't there. So we built this bullshit. The mothers did this to the community. I'm sorry to say, y'all, I know y'all want to hear that. Y'all want to hear that. Y'all want to sugarcoat it. No. We did this. It's some real shit. There's no responsibility. Blaming everything on everybody else except for you just standing in righteousness. You stand for what you know. My mother was a praying grandmother. I ain't no thought. Because my mama wasn't. My mother, if nothing else, she married a virgin. I'm still a virgin to this day. And although my sisters didn't marry virgins, they not thoughts. They just not, well, one of them is. I'm going to say that, I don't give a fuck. She said, one of them is. One of them is. I don't know what the fuck happened to her. Oh, she took after my dad. My dad was a hoe. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. When he died, all he left your ass was alone. No, but my mother was a God-fearing, decent woman. She didn't have her shit hanging out. I ain't never see my mother titties. Like in her clothes, just all her titties hanging out to the nipple. I ain't never see that. I ain't never see my mother pants up in the crack her ass, and my mother ragged her ass off. She had a badass shape, and she ragged her ass off. Y'all see the pictures I put up of my mom? She was bad, but she was decent. She was a woman that women looked up to. She was a woman that women were jealous of. And instead of them following her, they wanted to get away from her or fuck her husband. Shit like that. Because she was a decent woman. We don't see those no more. Everybody just everywhere. And it's okay with everybody. I ain't been in the hood in so long. I wouldn't want to go there. I meet them online. I promise you. It feel like from not being in the hood in the day before I left, it felt like the jungle. You know why? Listen to what I'm about to ask you. And I want you to feel this when I say it. If you was walking down the street, and I want y'all to be honest with me. If you walking down the street, and give me a thumbs up at least. Unless you're probably mad at me. I'm giving shit. You walking down the street and you saw a dog in the middle of the street. You don't know nothing about this dog. You don't know if he's vicious or not. And you had to go left or right. On the left path was a dog. On the right path was a snake. You had to take one of the paths, or you'll get an arrow in your back. Which path do y'all take? And put it in the chat. I'm gonna wait. I want to see at least 3 people. We're going to baby, okay? At least 3 people answer that. You want a piece of this? Little piece? Why you not eating none of your snacks, man? How about this one? Let me see. No? Come on, y'all. Which path would you take? The path with the dog or the path with the snake? Just answer real quick. Now, look, I said the path with the dog. What path would you take, Keffa? Black? Just right. What path would you take? Okay, this would take the snake. I just need 3 answers. And I'm going to ask one more question. Again, you walking down the street. And you see a cat on this side. And on this side, you see an animal, a little thing. It's about this big. But it's spiky and it moves funny. Which path would you take? It's only this big. But it's spiked. And it looked like this and it moved funny. Which path would you take? Most people are going to say cat. Let me tell you why. Not only because the cat and dog is familiar to you. He said the spike animal. That's because you crazy as shit. Listen, that's funny. Keffa, you was a lie. You talking about you respected. I know you personally. You scared of everything. And if you saw a spiky shit doing like this and coming, you will haul ass. You'd be like, what's that? You be running from. She didn't got that country shit with her though. I ain't asking y'all to. Kevin, you got some country shit with her. But hold on. It's something I noticed a long time ago. When it comes to animals, we tend to draw to things that we feel we can control. Our instincts feel you can control a dog. This thing, you don't know what to do with that. A snake, like the person who chose the snake knows snakes, loves snakes. The average person don't know a snake, and you can't train a snake. You can't say, "Come here." You can say to the cat, to the dog, but the little spiky thing, you don't know what to do with that. You don't know its language. You don't know how to communicate with it. You see, you can't communicate with a scorpion. It's not the fact that it's deadly, it's the fact that you can't communicate with it. Or you don't know how. That's what the hood is like. Even when I was in it, our people act like animals. They snap off. Their language is different. And it's not that they've been through anything. I was homeless. They ain't go through worse than me. But they chose the dark side. And in America, people say from all over the world, how people from the hood in America, black people, you can't compare them to any other hood. Not in Africa. Everybody got their crime, but it's different. Like, you can't communicate. If you walk, like when you walk down the hood, anybody who's in the hood or been in the hood or know, like, if you lock eyes with the wrong person and they like, the fuck? And like, will go all the way to the unalive if they had to. For no reason, but their minds are gone. It felt like, the hood felt like animals that you can't control. That's what our people was like. I can imagine what it's like now just from watching online. When I went home 3 years ago, we came across. I stayed out in the woods. I went camping, and I would come in town. Like, these guys, I was in the hood because I went to my old fish spot. And these guys, it was about 10 to 15 of them, saw my teardrop trailer. And they all just started coming in. One of them first was like, "Yo, what's that?" Like, while I'm in the store, they got their hands on there, like looking in. They didn't even care whose it was. They was touching and pulling shit. And when I came out that it was mine, they still was just lifting shit like animals, like the way a monkey would do. Monkeys do that shit. Not do you mind, like, not no civilization in them. Just doing what they want, trying to see what's open. Do this open? Yeah, it open. I had to like change face. Yeah, it open. But you can get off of my shit though. Oh, my bad. Because they don't know my language. They don't know like where she coming from. So the way when they gathered, I just talked to them like they was a bunch of children, like, and explained things to them and was telling them, if y'all get the fuck up off the street, that's the route I went. Because I knew in like 15 minutes I'd be unalived in that circle. The look in their eye, they just didn't care. They didn't care to do what the fuck they want to do. So I'm like, I got the gift of gab. I took them next level. I started telling them shit they mama didn't to stay alive. Like, but then it gave them, it made them respect me. Like, can I call you? Like, I ain't never heard nothing like that before. Can I call you? I had to go I had to go into my goddamn archives on that shit. And I was telling them how just the system just got them like this. The system just wants y'all to kill each other. I went on some Malcolm X shit to stay alive. I'm telling y'all some real shit. When I got out of there, I was sweating at the tip of my hair. I didn't even know I could sweat like that. I didn't know sweat could pour at the tip of my motherfucking shit. When I got in the car, like, all my nerves, I'm like, the fuck was I just in? And just the look, the girls, just like, nobody just chilled. Nobody just okay. But they all knew each other's language. They knew each other ugly. Like, somebody walked by, he like, "What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch? What's up with you?" I'm like, God damn, this is harsh. That's how they talk to the girl. Don't let me touch that. Y'all gonna eat your, like, just straight out, or just say it to her. She be like, "Fuck you." Well, go ahead, nigga. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here. And that's what they made us. And I'm not gonna. People want to say, like, It's the people's fault. It's not. It's programming. It's what's in their food. It's what's in the very food. And their minds didn't break free like ours did, or we would be there too. They tracked us down. They kept track of us. They kept it in our food. They kept us down like that. They gave us the worst food in school. Even from the Latino communities. Our food was the worst. The shit that they fed us was the bottom of the shit. All kind of poison in our school lunches. It wasn't in other schools. No, I'm not going to blame them. And then your teachers talk just like the kids, like the slang and uneducated. They didn't give us the best. Did y'all ever notice, like once you grew up and you met other people, you went to work and stuff, like other people's vocabulary, that's your age. You could look at like this white girl or this white boy and look at them and be like, they ain't much. They probably came from some trailer park or some shit. Why they talk better than you? You ever think that? I know y'all did. Put a 1 in the chat. Why they talk better than me? Because our teachers were uneducated. They took the uneducated of us and gave them a job to teach the schools. That's why. So they didn't know much. They didn't give us much. It wasn't no real. They gave them the basic curriculum. Every now and then you got that teacher that cared, or the teacher that had some sense or some shit, and that's the special one. And they made movies of it. They made movies like Coolio with Coolio in it and shit. You know what I'm saying? The one white teacher come in the hood who had a vocabulary. And she was the savior of these hood kids or sister act. And they programmed us that we were supposed to be stupid. Anybody agree to that? But I know y'all experienced that. I know you experienced. You okay? Why are you crying? You ready to go? I know you ain't got pee. You just went. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, what y'all call trailer park trash. Listen, they say the #1 rapper in the world. Anybody know who that's supposed to be? I ain't claiming that shit, but anybody know who they say the #1 rapper in the world is? Somebody put in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna do it because I don't feel like waiting. Eminem. Eminem is the #1. He's the top rapper in the world. Eminem came from a trailer park. That was ghetto. Do you know ghetto started with white people, not black people? Ghetto was them. Look it up where the word ghetto stemmed from. From the way they lived, it was called the ghettos. And then they put it on us. Our shit worse than the ghettos. Mary, listen. Listen. We're not leaving yet. Don't force me out the car. You gotta wait. I know you want to see everybody, but look how you turn to see. You gotta wait for a minute, okay? So come up here and sit down or something. Give me 2 minutes. Eminem. Eminem came from, his mother was a junkie whore 8 Mile down the street. Wow. His mother was a junkie whore. Real life. The movie 8 Mile, that was his real life. How shit went for him. Did you catch that boy vocabulary though? Because even their ghetto, they had better schools than us. So that's why they say he's the top, because of his vocabulary, not because he the best rapper. He ain't really got no rhythm. He not the best rapper. He the best lyricist. Because he got better words than the brothers. So he had the gift to rap, but then he had the words. So they show the white boy defeat the black boy because they had better schools. Like, we can't blame our people. We can't. And it's not getting better. You know why? Because we're not making it better. But we know it's not better, though. But have anybody started any homeschooling programs to teach our fucking own? Pull the mothers up off the street and look, sis, we could do this. I did my best. I did a documentary. I turned 100 hours worth of footage into 5.5 hours. And I promote the hell out of it. That's what I did. I did a documentary. If my sister is in the hood, that's where I need to be, to show them who we are. I gave them statistics of who they are, how the world see them. That's my part. So in case you want to ask me, that's what I did. It's on YouTube. So they'll know that we came from where they came from. I did something that'll last, you know? But it's enough of you with children that y'all could homeschool your own kids. But now you about to be off of social services. Y'all could have been had a community shit going on in the different communities where y'all homeschooling the kids and the mothers come pick them up at your house. You home anyway. But no, you wanted to be chasing the niggas on the block. But you could have had the kids there, had their kids there, teaching them and all this shit while they go to work. They pay you. Could be under the table. Everybody help everybody out. I just want to know when the women going to take a stance to do something. Because me and those are the ones like me, we can't do it all by ourselves. And some of the best of what I did didn't even cost y'all. I'm about to go. This went left. Because you upset? You got that little shake with him. That's when he's upset. I want to talk about the regimen. But I'll do that tomorrow. Because this is where obviously this needed to go. Y'all. Starting Spiritual Fitness Sunday. If nothing else, go look at the video on what spiritual fitness is. It's on the community post. Scroll down a little bit. I'll put it up again to the top. What it is and what we're doing. All this time right now, I've been sitting here looking at this light in the sky. It's just this weird ass light. And it's long. And it's like, it's long, then a dot, long, dot. And I just been watching it. And it just, this whole time, right here in front of me, it just went out. It's starting to come back. I don't know if y'all can see it. Nope, it just went out again. Like it's a light bulb, somebody cutting it on and off. Let me just stay like this in case it come back on again. Kind of look like okay, it's coming back through again. Like it's coming through a little bit. It's just been standing in it, but it'll get real bright too, like you really see it. And then it's doing it. I know y'all saw it if you looked real good. It was kind of to the left of the middle of the screen just now. Now it's out again. There's nothing right here in front of us. No trees, no nothing. Nothing in front of us. The tree in the yard is all the way to the left. So it's nothing right here that would make that do that. It just went out and come on. That's not a star at all. I don't know what that is, but it's not a star. And I don't feel like no visitation. I promise you that. I had a visit here already. Okay, y'all, I'm gone. Y'all hear me? I really don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, but I kind of do. Because I don't, that's what it's going to take. Y'all, like I said, y'all want that namaste shit and that sugar coating and soft sound bowls. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. It's not working. That's becoming a fad. That's real medicine. And that's just becoming a fad. Anybody with a hand has started hitting singing bowls now. That don't make it right. When you know what you're doing, then your intention's not right. Harming people, man, for real. I gotta go. I miss my grandbabies. I'm just saying, y'all gotta get it together. I'm talking to every black woman that's listening to this right now. It ain't right what we doing. It's coming through real bright again. I don't know if y'all can see it. It went out again. That's crazy. It's staying in the same spot, so we know it's not a helicopter or an airplane or nothing like that. But it's staying in the exact same spot as when I pulled up. It was real bright when I pulled. It's coming online again. Can't see it in here yet, but it's there. I can see it. Anyway, y'all, it's just not right what we're doing. by not doing the right thing, by not doing the spiritual thing, by being selfish and doing what we want to do. This life, it's not that goddamn long. Just doing what we want to do, doing what makes us happy, making no sacrifices for our nation. We are responsible for this nation, whether y'all like it or not. Whether y'all like it or not, we are responsible for this nation. It's not about you. The fuck? You gotta sacrifice with the rest of us. It's not about you. And you making it about you, how far are you getting ahead? Give a fuck if you had $1 million tomorrow. Then what? It's not about you. You've been given something. You have been given something. Something nobody in the whole fucking world had but the black woman. That God body, that magic. That connection to Gaia. Tiamat. Key, that connection. We need to raise this motherfucker. But they showed the men doing, like the movie Avatar. They made the woman less spiritual than the man, even though the mother was the spirit, the mother was the spiritual, and the father was the warrior. But then when it came to the hero of the show, what was his name? Jake. And the tear his hand to the tree of souls, and he said, "Look into my shit. Look at what they doing. Look at what they've done to my world." You know what I mean? But and then a woman like nature, it doesn't work like that. It only da 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 da. It doesn't take sides. Da 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 da. He was like, "Oh, I'm just trying." So then when the war started, the war get kicked off good. Then nature joined the fight, and she hollered, "Jake, AY has heard you, bitch." They flipped it. See how they flipped it? The man was the one in contact. That's not the truth. Again, the man. It's not the truth. All of this is programming so you don't. Listen, black woman, if you, listen. If you wake the fuck up, you will shake this goddamn earth. If y'all stop fighting each other, we just stop. We got to make it the business. We got to make oaths to each other and make it the business and make this more important than anything else. Not dib and dab in spirituality. Not dib and dab into what's righteous. You got to do what's right. We are out of time. And you are walking around with your fat ass with the super weapon. Come on, y'all clean up. You gotta get that trauma off. Get some water programs. Total Healing 3.0. Just meditate to that shit. Tila Life. Just meditate to that. I promise you, it's frequencies. Before you know it, you'll be like, that used to get to me, don't even get to me anymore. This used to bother me. Trust me, it's real shit. It's real trauma release. Just let it do what it's here to do. I promise you that. Okay, baby. Kelfa, are the grandbabies resting? Yes or no? Y'all. I know I could be somewhat harsh, but this shit is real. I can run outside real quick and help me get this stuff in. No, I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'll see y'all back tomorrow because we're starting Spiritual Fitness Sunday. Listen, even if you don't want to do what we're doing, look into what we're doing. Community post, you see Spirit. I'm going to put it to the top. When I get off of this, it's already on there. Go down to about 5 posts or whatever. It's on there, but I'll put it on there again at the top. Take from it what you want. You and your people just do something. Be fasting with us is what I'm asking. Just be fasting with us. Okay, he see Kevin in the dark. He never recognized her. I don't know what that is, but he never recognized her. She got to come all the way to the car. Because I don't know what that is. He don't know who she is right now. I was letting it air out. I told you that. That's the air, the paint. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. Just look at it, see what we're doing, do something similar. Just be in unison with us. Just be cleaning up with us. We're going to be cleaning for the next 12 weeks. Just do it with us. Do something else. Do something similar. But be on frequency. Just be on frequency with what we're doing. And if nothing else, meditate with us every night at 8 your time. Do that. I'll see y'all tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, Quadrine. And it removes stuff. It just eliminates stuff. I'm telling y'all, listen to the water programs. They're here to do what they're here to do. Hold out his loss to us. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Kev, it's a bag.